It's a divisional matchup between the Rams and Cardinals this week. Two 3-win teams who are struggling to find rhythm offensively. Rams got the best of the Cardinals in week 3. What's it going to take for Arizona to get a dub this time around? With Drew Stanton, I'm Danny Strike. We're going to answer that question on this episode of Card Stock presented by SeatGeek. Drew, the reigning Super Bowl champs don't look the same this year at 3-5. LA is 31st in the run game, averaging just 16 points per game. How can the Cardinals defense exploit the Rams offense?
Well, like you said, it starts with the run game. That's who they are, right? Everything is predicated on them establishing the run. If you stop that, if you negate that, where do they go from there, right? They've had so many moving pieces at the offensive line, but also at the running back position. They're still trying to find footing there. Who's their guy? We all know who their guy is in the pass game. It's Cooper Kupp. If you can stop him, if you can hold him at bay, where do they go from there? Because Tyler Higbee hasn't been contributing. Allen Robinson hasn't been there in the free agency market that they thought they were going to get from him. So really, you try to jump on them early. You suffocate that run game, and then you can try to force turnovers. You do something, and you don't give them any sign of life, because yes, they are the Super Bowl champs of last year, but it is a far different team at this point.
In week 3, the Cardinals defense held wide receiver Cooper Kupp to a season-low 4 catches for 44 yards. They'll have to do that again this week. It's a do-or-die situation for the Cardinals, who are 0-3 against the division. As a former NFL quarterback, Drew, how can the Cardinals balance having that sense of urgency while also trusting the process?
Well, I think you have to look at the process as a week-to-week basis now, right? You know that next week is the 49ers, but next week doesn't matter. If you don't win this week, one of these two teams is going to be pushed that much further down in the standings, and it's going to be that much harder to climb out of it, because Seattle, again, is starting to get a little separation. The 49ers are getting healthy. You can't look ahead. That 1-0 mentality that made this team so special last year, that needs to be recaptured. They need to re-grasp what that looks like. It looks like Buda might not be around because he is the heart and soul of that defense. Somebody else has to step up. Somebody has to fill in, because the only thing that matters right now is finding a way to get one more point on that scoreboard this Sunday.
Cardinals try and go 1-0 this week in LA at SoFi Stadium. Kickoff is set for 2:25 against the Rams. For Drew Stanton, I'm Danny Strike. Thanks so much for tuning in to Card Stock.